So far then, I've shown you how much it's possible to do by just using the oscillators in their default sawtooth states and using the other sections of the synth, like the hardwired envelopes, for example, to shape the sound and create all sorts of really cool effects. In this module, I'm going to show you how you can change the mode of an oscillator to create all sorts of different sounds. So we're going to start off again with the default patch. But this time I'm going to turn down oscillator 3 and I'm going to turn up oscillator 1. So we just have a sawtooth coming out of oscillator 1 now. Now, unlike oscillator 3, which just has these three simple modes here, sawtooth, square wave and triangle wave, oscillators 1 and 2 have quite a few other options for more complex waveform shapes. The way you access these shapes is using the shape dial. So already just with a synced sawtooth here, we get all sorts of color and interesting high frequency components added when we increase the shape dial. We've also got a cross modulated sawtooth. And the same again for a square wave, so some really cool sounds. So in these modes, you can see how the shape dial has a similar effect, where it's bringing in these upper frequencies. It has a slightly different effect in wavetable and multi-wave modes, but we'll come on to that shortly. First off, let me show you an easy way of creating a very cool sound using this square sync mode. So just like we did last time with the filter envelope, we're going to use a different envelope here to modulate the shape dial. What we do is we go to the mod tab, like we did before, only this time the only options we've got here for modulating the oscillator are the pitch. So what we need to do is click on one of those and change it to shape. So now we can use a modulation source of some kind to make this shape dial go up and down when I hold down a note. What we're going to select is the first modulation envelope just below. So once again, we've got the filter envelope, the amplifier envelope, and then these two modulation envelopes accessed via the tabs here. And then I'm just going to set this to max in a positive direction. So this envelope is now going to be shifting our shape dial up and down according to the curve that I set here. All I want is a quick jump down. So I'm going to have it start off right at the top. I'm going to bring this start time down right to the beginning, and then I'm going to adjust this attack time so it's nice and brief. The easiest way to adjust parameters in this envelope I've found is to hold down the command key on a Mac or the control key on a PC, and that way you won't be changing the level from this 0 value. So you won't be going up and down, which is very easy to do. So if I do that, I can just drag it left and right quite easily and make it quite a brief attack there. And now you'll hear how this shape control modulates down very rapidly when I play a note. Perhaps that's a bit much. Maybe we don't want it to go all the way down. We can make it a bit more rapid. There we have a pretty cool, almost Daft Punk style lead sound there, created very simply by using this mod envelope to shift the shape dial in square sync mode up and down. So I'm just going to add a bit of sub to that. Maybe a bit of reverb. but not so long, so I'll go to Effects, make sure Reverb selected there, and then just bring down the time and size a bit. So yeah, a very cool, nice and simple patch created by changing the mode of oscillator 1 and then applying a bit of modulation to its shape dial.